Hello, welcome to Ekidel, where we train future civil and structural engineer. My name is Fashe Ochet, as you all know. And in case this is your first time, my name is Fashe Ochet from Ekidel. Alright, today I want to show you, because as a structural engineer, you cannot do without detailing. No matter how good you are, in terms of designs, you can handle design very well. Different kind of design, you can handle them. But you don't have the idea on proper way of detailing your structure, your work is as good as you have not known anything. That's just the truth. Because whatever thing you have done, in as much as it cannot be executed successfully at site, it then means you have not known designs. Is that okay? All right. Because people will not know whether you know design or not until they have seen it executed properly and in standing, isn't it? So that is fine. So that's why it's very important you know about detailing. And on that note, we already have a course, just like we have a mentorship in terms of structural designs. Also, we also have a mentorship when it comes to detailing. Is that okay? So if you want to enroll, you can just WhatsApp us through the link below. Now with our WhatsApp number. Is that okay? All right. So what we are going to be looking at today, we want to look at the difference between the new version of Stonebridge. You can see this is a Stonebridge Detailing Template 2026 release. Can you see it now? You can see the difference between them. You can see the interface of this particular one. Let's first of all look at the interface, because we are going to be looking at the differences between the apart from the interface, we are going to be looking at the difference between Stonebridge 2026 version and also Stonebridge 2024 version. Is that okay? So even from the interface, you can see the interface of 2024 Stonebridge, isn't it? And let's look at the again. You can see the interface of 2026 version of Stonebridge. Is that okay? And if you also look at the content, let's go to 2024. Can you see building on pile foundation, building on slab raft foundation, building on a beam raft foundation, building on white strip foundation, and building on pad foundation, and also steel detailing template. You can see all of this in this particular interface. This is a version 2024 version of Stonebridge. So let's now go for 2026. So you can now see that we also have this one here, building on pile foundation, building on slab raft, building on beam raft, building on pad foundation, steel, and all that, just like what we have in the 2024. Now coming to additional thing that's been added. If you look at it, if you also look at this one now, we also have a structural design report template. Can you see it now? How your template should be in terms of a report. We also have it here, which we don't have in 2024. Now, if you also look at this, we have building on white strip foundation, isn't it? Even though we have the other one, but if you now look at this, we have building on beam raft with different foundation level. Can you see it now? So how to detail your structure that are having different level. If you look at this particular one, and that's why I brought up this one. If you look at this, can you see this structure now? If you look at it very well, you discover that this particular structure is at different level. You can see that this one at this stage is what? Ground floor plus 1, 2. That's G plus 2 now. Am I correct? That's a 3-story building. If you are going by American way of counting, this is a 3-story building. So if you are going for British way of counting, this is 2-story building. Are we together? Now, coming to this place now, this side, this is just what? A story building by British way of counting. The American way is 2-story. So this place is 2, while this place is 3. American way. But British way, this is a story and this is a 2-story. Can you see now? So we can now, if you look at it very well, you can see that they are of different level. Correct. I think you can see it very well now. If you look at it very well, let me position it. Let's do it this way and see. Correct. So you can see that they are of different level now. Can you see? So how do you detail structure that are having different level? There are situations that warrant this kind of structure. Is that okay? How do you detail it? So that is why Stonebridge 2026 is very, very important for you to get. So you can see that building with what? Beam raft with different foundation level. And if you now go further, you also see building with what? Flat slab system. If you notice the first one in 2024, there's no flat slab detailing here. Can you see it now? We don't have it here, but now we have it in what? In 2026. These are the reasons why you need to get this version, because definitely you have structures that require flat slab, isn't it? And we also go further. You see building on different foundation level with what? Slab raft and what? White strip. Building on different foundation level with pad footing and what? Slab Raft. So you can now see what we have in this package, that these are the things that you cannot do without. How to detail them is very important. You might have gotten used to this, but in this aspect, the new ones that have been added, you need to also understand it very well. Now, this is based on the interface. This is based on the interface of this and that of a 2024 version. You can see that the interface are very, in fact, it's different. So this is wow. 2026 is a good, and it's very good. Is that okay? Looking at what have been added. Now, let's now go and look at the what do we call it, the content now. So we are going to start with pad. Is that okay? We are going to be starting with pad. So since my structure, this particular one is on pad footing, can you see? It's on pad footing. I'm going to show you the difference between their detailing. Is that okay? Some things that have been changed and some things that have been corrected. Is that okay? All right. So now I'll come here now. This is it now. So I'll now come here now. If you click on this, if you click on pad now, excuse me, if I click on pad, this one will come up. This is for what? This 2026 version. Can you see? Excuse me. So we can see it here. This is 2026 version. And then if you look at the pad pattern, can you see it? If you look at your general construction note, you can see it. You can see the samples given to us. This is how we are expected to do what? To detail it. If you look at this, we have the one of a what? 150 column. Can you see it now? Can you see it? We have it by 350, which means this can be achieved. For me, looking at it, means that it can be achieved, and all of that, etc. Is that okay? All right. So let's now look for 2024 and see what we have. If you look at 2024, so you can see the interface also. Can you see the difference? If you look at the general notes now, can you see the difference? You can see from general notes, and you can see the samples here. You can see all of them are perfectly okay, but there are some things that have been changed. Is that okay? So I haven't opened both part sample on 2026 and part footing sample on 2024. Let's now look at the content. Is that okay? Because that's why we are here today. Let's now look at the content. But as we are doing that, please, I want to say, make sure you click on like button if this is your first time, and also subscribe. Is that okay? All right. So if this is your first time, try to subscribe. And those of you that have already been watching our videos, I want to say, try your best and click on what? On the like button, so that the more they like, the more this video goes viral. Is that okay? All right. So let's now look at it now. So I'll come here now. I have sample already, and if you look at this, let me also show you also this. If you look at this particular one, you can see we have a TT in terms of reinforcement, and we have a top. Is that okay? If you look at it also, if you look at this one, we have a bottom top. If you look at it, you have a bottom. If you want to do this kind of detailing, this can be done right from what? From your Prota detail. That's where you make this, so that by the time you export it to AutoCAD, it will come this way. There's a place in Prota detail that you click that will make your slab reinforcement to come out in this pattern, telling you the one that is bottom and the one that is a top. Now let me say something. All right, that's very good. Let me say something about this slab. It's very good. That's why it's very good for one to know about structural design and to understand the principle. Is that okay? So if you look at this particular one, for example, this particular reinforcement is telling us bottom. Please take note of this. It's telling us bottom. And if you now look at this other side, this one here is saying bottom top. That means this particular one will be on top of this one. Are we together? Tied together with our binding wire. That's fine. But if you now come to this place now, if you look at it, you can see the one that is a bottom. You can see the direction of bottom, and you can see the direction of what? Sorry, bottom top. You can see the direction of bottom top, and you can see the direction of what? Bottom. So you can see that it's not in the same line with this. This is the bottom. Can you see? This is the bottom. But here, see the bottom. Can you see? As I've selected them, can you see the bottom here and bottom here? So the question now is, during execution, how do you handle this kind of thing? Now it's very simple. Let me also dash that one out. Now, this is main reinforcement, bottom. Why this one is what? Distribution bar. Am I correct? This one is distribution bar. And if you look at the main reinforcement, it spans along the short distance. This is BB. Bottom reinforcement. Can you see it now? Now it's spanned along the short distance, while the distribution is along what? Long distance. But coming to this place, the one that is coming from the long distance is short on this other side, which means that during your execution at site, this bottom, as you are arranging like this. So on getting to this particular place, this top now, this top, which is a distribution bar, which is a bottom top here, as it's coming to this place, at this beam here, you bend it down to now become your BB. Can you see now? Your BB. So why, as you are coming here now, as you are now coming like this, this one that is a bottom here, on get to this will become top, bottom top. Can you see it now? So that is how you go about it. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to explain. So the top here, the bottom top here, become the BB here in order to achieve this. Why the bottom here that is coming like this, on get to this place, it become what? Bottom top. Are we together? So this is how you go about it. I believe that is very, very clear. Now let's now switch into what we are here for today, though it's part of it. All right. Now I haven't exported this. Let's now come to beam. Let me just pick a sample. I'll just pick only one. Is that okay? I'll pick only one. If you look at this, let me say this. Let me pick this like this. Is that okay? Let's just copy this. Is that okay? And let's copy it. Right click and come here and click on what? On copy. And let me go to my Stonebridge 2024. Sorry, 2024. See it here. 2026. Let's go to 2026 first. This 2026 Stonebridge, that's on pad. Can you see? This is a pad. Is that okay? All right. So now I'll come here now. As we have said, don't paste it outside here. We are going to paste it inside here. So I'll come here now. Right click and come here and click on what? Paste, and come here and pick. So can you see what I have now? Can you see? Automatically it has changed. Can you see? It has changed. Can you see how clean and clear it is? It has changed to this pattern here. So which means you don't need to change anything again. Can you see? It has changed to this format. Can you see how it has changed to this format now? Can you see it? So that is that. So you can also see additional beam detailing that came with this. Is that okay? So that is that. Now, if you look at it now, we have this one, isn't it? So let me now come to this place. Let me say I want to match the property now. This is Stonebridge 2026. Don't forget, I'll just pick this one now. CP, enter. Then from here now, copy it and come to this place. Let me put it by this side. I will just pick only one. So escape. Now coming to this place now, I want to match this property. Match this property. Then I'll come here now. Click on this. You can see this one. And what's the value here? This is what? 5,225. That's from the center of this beam to the center of this column to the center of this column is what? 5,225. So if I come here now and click, can you see? Automatically it has changed everything here, isn't it? And my dimensions still remain the same. It does not change my dimension. So if you come to this place now, can you see? It has changed everything, but automatically nothing happened. Can you see? It does not reduce my dimension, neither did it increase my dimension. Can you see it now? So you can now see what I have accurately. So this is difference number one. So if you now like, you cannot do what? Remove this one, then that is all. So you can now see what you have here. Is that okay? So this one you can adjust it. If you want, you can adjust this one here. Then enter. Okay, F8. Let me proceed. Correct. For clean and clear purposes. Is that okay? It's good. Your structural detailing is very, very clear. Enter. Come here. Position it properly. Can you see it now? So that is fine. So looking at this beam now, you can see everything is perfectly okay. Can you see it now? So 3 at the top and 3 at the down. Is that okay? All right. So let me now take this beam to Stonebridge 2024. You can see that Stonebridge 2026 does not increase my dimension. The way it is from Protastructure, accurate dimension from there is what is also giving me here. So now let's now go to that of 2024 version. So you can see 2024 version here. Is that okay? So I'll come here now. Let me come here. Right click and click on this and also paste it. You can see I have it here. Then let me now take my sample from here. Let me pick my sample from here. Then CP, enter. I'll come here. Let me paste it here. Then paste it here. Escape. Then now let me take this one now. Can you see? I want to match this property with this property here. Is that okay? So I'll take this dimension now, click on this, then come here, match property, and come here. What are we having here? This one is what? 5,225. Am I correct? So now let me now match the property. Can you see? 5,450. So you can now see the difference now. So you can now see the difference, which in real sense, this dimension is not a true dimension of this place. It's not a true dimension of this place. So you can see the difference. So this is very good. That's why it's very important. Not that this cannot be solved. And to solve this one also, we have done a video on how to make this adjustment. Is that okay? Such that what we are having here, whatever dimension we are having here, is what we are also having when you match the property. Is that okay? There's a setting for that, which we have done video on that. So try and go and watch our video on that aspect. Is that okay? So that is fine. So you can now see the difference between a Protastructure, between Stonebridge 2026 and that of a Stonebridge 2024. So you can now see the difference now. So this is the reason why it's very important for you to get this particular software, aside the other things that have been added. Because if you look at this one now, if you look at the pattern of this, where is it? Pattern of this, you can see that it's different from that of 2024 version. Can you see? We have more things here, and also look at the color. If you look at the color given as sample here, can you see what they use? Can you see this color? Very interesting. I've used this color for my for my design. When you print this color, this out, in fact, even though you are not an engineer, you would like to be an engineer. Looking at this color, by the time you print it out, I bet you that's the truth, because that's what I use. All right. So now this particular color is what I use. Now let's now check that of a 2024 and see the output, what they gave us as sample. So you can now see the sample they gave us. You can see it's yellow in color. Can you see all this dimension? Can you see all of this? Can you see? Especially this yellow. Can you see? By the time you print this one, you might not even see it clearly. And if you look at it very well, it might even affect your eyes, isn't it? Though we normally change this one, isn't it? Based on the color that you want. But why you research yourself? So why don't you go for 2026 new version? Can you see it now? Everything is clear. You can even see the line. Everything is clear. It's very, very clear. So that's this is part one in terms of the difference between Stonebridge 2026 and that of 2024. Is that okay? So it's not expensive, it's very, very cheap, because as a structural engineer, you need this version very well. Don't wait until you have structure that has to do what that require different level of foundation, or that has to do with what flat slab. Is that okay? Or that has to do with the foundation with what? With a slab and white strip. Is that okay? So please, it's very important you get this software as structural engineer, because that's what we use. We cannot do without detailing our structures, isn't it? And it's very important we detail our structure properly, because poor detailing, no matter how good your structural design, everything is, poor detailing can still lead to what? To collapse. Is that okay? Because if you don't detail properly, such that the engineer at site will be able to interpret, understand the drawing very well, definitely it can lead to misunderstanding of drawing, and from there it leads to what? To collapse or defect on the structure. Is that okay? So thank you very much. Till I see you next time in our next video. I want to say bye. Keep on liking our videos and also subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much. God bless you and bye.